One of the biggest trading lessons I ever learned, if not the biggest trading lesson I ever had, was to understand that my individual stock trades don't operate in a vacuum. They're really mostly moving in line with what the big major indexes are doing, like the S&P and the Dow and the Nasdaq. Understanding what those guys are doing gives you a clue as to why your individual trades are acting the way they are. Your individual stock trades are like ships on the ocean of the major market indexes, so you need to know the tide and current of the market to successfully navigate your way to trading profits. Are we in a bull market or a bear market? What will happen to your trades this week? Don't get caught out and don't miss out. To understand the charts you're about to see, get your free video course and manual, plus many other free bonuses at stockgossipfilter.com. Now let's begin the show. Welcome to another market update after the market closed 12th of May 2023. This is the S&P 500 over the last few years. Each of these up and down price action is 1 week of action, and here's where we are right now. Smoothed out for us by these moving averages here, which is the red line and the blue line. By the way, I've had a question. I'm looking always at the 40-week moving average. So what is this other line here, the blue line? Well, that's the 70-week moving average, and that's kind of like my proprietary thing that I use, which tells me when a brand new bull market is starting. And that's why I'm primarily looking at this chart and that blue line in relation to the red line, so I can call it yet. So I'm not going to call a new bull market yet. This is actually what I call a fox market, which is a transitioning market. We had this bear market here, and that ended here when the trend was broken, so it's transitioning into something else. What it is yet remains to be seen, although I'm saying it's starting to err on the side of this is looking more and more bullish of what it's transitioning into. So I did say last week that probably going to be a little bit, going down to sideways, and that's exactly what happened. If we zoom into the same chart here, and you think all the bad news that's out there, and the bad news of this week is the looming debt ceiling in the US, and there's all the other lots of recession talk. But this market, just wants to go up. So it's hanging in there sideways, and that's just catching its breath. I still think we've probably got another week ahead though with the same kind of thing, maybe even heading down. It's starting to sort of curl over a little bit. Other indicators I'm looking at as well would suggest that another week downside ahead, which is a healthy thing. Markets can't go up in straight lines. Here's the lunar cycle, which is right 2/3 of the time, believe it or not, and that's also adding to my case of not a good week ahead, but in a healthy sense is all part of an upwards correction. The Nasdaq led us down, and now it's leading us up. This is now the healthiest of the three charts. This is instead of just leveling off, this one's actually pushing higher, as we saw this week. So that's where the strength is. And I have been saying a few weeks ago now, technology or tech stocks is where you should be if you're going to be anywhere. So that's all for this week, and I will speak to you next time. I appreciate you giving this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe or you could miss an important market call. Next up, a free webinar, how to read stock charts and trade stocks, so you'll know what I'm looking at each week and why, as well as be able to trade your own stocks. I'll speak to you next week.